final CreaTED Talk speaker is going to talk about how restaurants can solve for accessibility, affordability, and wellness. Here to deliver insights on this topic is Nicole Portwood, the CMO of Salad & Go.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for having me here. Thank you all for coming to this session. It's just great to see this many people interested in something that I am deeply, deeply passionate about. So this is called Greens for Everyone, and we really mean it. Over the next 20 minutes, I'm hoping to show you how we really mean that and how we're bringing that to life for as many people as we possibly can at scale, and some of the things that enable that. So let's see if I can make this work. There we go. Hi, I'm Nicole. I am the CMO at Salad & Go, and I oversee all of marketing, menu innovation, fan development, social media, storytelling, a whole bunch of other things. But most importantly, I feel like I have the honor to share this incredible story at Salad & Go and the mission that we have that our team across the board is so passionate about. I've worked in the food and beverage business for a long time, as the CMO for Tito's Handmade Vodka, which is a brand I'm hoping a whole lot of you have heard about and tried. I was at PepsiCo and ran the Mountain Dew business there for several years, which was, again, a ton of fun. Couldn't ask for a more exciting brand to work on. And most recently, I worked for Jennifer Lopez and helped her launch the DeLola bottled cocktail brand. All of those were amazing experiences, and I'm deeply grateful to have been able to do all of those things. But there's nothing I've done that has me quite as energized as this brand and the opportunity that it holds. And that really is because it is a transformative idea. And I'm hoping that at the end of these 20 minutes, you'll see why it is such a different way to go about bringing nutrition to as many people as we possibly can. And I'm super, super excited about that. I know a lot of you may have never heard of Salad & Go, or you've heard of it, but you've never tried it. So I'm going to do my best to share as much of the magic as I possibly can in the next 20 minutes or so. So George actually talked about this in his presentation just a minute ago, but this is kind of the beginning of the story, I guess, the problem that we're trying to solve at Salad & Go. How many of you are used to seeing this kind of stuff in your scrolls? Or you've heard this from your friends and family, or felt this way yourselves? I think, again, George did a great job of kind of explaining how this is part of the zeitgeist now, this frustration and anger about what's happened in traditional fast food. Americans are fed up with food inflation. That's a very real thing. It's a very real sentiment, and we're seeing it in traffic numbers across the board. But that has made it harder for people to eat, let alone eat healthy food. And the biggest gut punch about all of that is that fast food's once redeeming quality, if you want to call it that, was its cheap price. But that's really not the case anymore. There was a reliability to this construct, right? We know that it's not the healthiest thing in the world, but when I'm on my way home from a double shift and I have 2 kids to feed before I get online for my night class that I'm taking, right? This is the sort of archetypical, there we go, guest that I'm thinking of here. I know I could swing through that drive-thru and I could put something on the plate that wouldn't break the bank. It was fast. I knew it was going to provide some sort of nutrition there, and it was going to give me the access that I needed very, very quickly to get on with the other important things that were happening in my life. For millions of people, this entire channel of nourishment has become inaccessible. And then on the other end of the spectrum, it's really great to see lots more healthy concepts popping up, and lots of them are salad concepts, which is awesome. But their prices are even more inaccessible to so many people. How many of us get sticker shock when we go into a salad concept and we can't walk out the door for less than $20? I live in New York, and this is a very regular occurrence. And that since I've been at Salad & Go, I'll tell you, I get angrier about it every time I go. But that's the rub, right? What kind of choices are we really giving people? And none of this is really serving us as a society. We are sicker than we've ever been. We're living shorter lives than we have in the past. Today, 37 million Americans have diabetes, and 4 in 10 are obese. Let that sink in. That's a very real challenge we face as a society. It's become such a real phenomenon that it's showing up in culture everywhere we look. This progressive commercial, I think, does a great job of kind of illustrating how pervasive this whole inaccessibility to healthy food has become.
Do you have any food allergies? Well, my teeth are sensitive to cold.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your home and auto when you bundle with us.
That'll be $19.45.
Oh, I'm just paying for my own salad.
It's so true. So this is where we come in, and why we truly believe that Salad & Go offers a completely new, optimistic approach that has the potential to really change the tides and make millions of lives better in the process. Salad & Go is everything that the fast food industry has been missing. We're here to kind of shake things up and turn the category on its head. It's our mission to do what has not been done yet, to make delicious, nutritious food convenient and affordable for all. And we mean all. Our menu really sets us apart. We sell these big 48-ounce bowls of salad with protein starting at $6.79. That's less than half the price of what you'll pay for it elsewhere. And these are certainly affordable, but they are by no means cheap. They're made to order, really big, filling entree salads. We serve them as wraps. We also do breakfast burritos and bowls. And all of our beverages are handcrafted: lemonades, teas, hot and cold brew coffees, And they're all created with the same care that you would find in the very best restaurant kitchens in the country. One of our co-founders is a Michelin star trained chef. He's still with us. He still leads our menu innovation and maintains the quality that he started this company with. So we pair the produce that's in our salads with dressings that we also make from scratch every day. And they're made with better-for-you ingredients, like using aquafaba in our ranch to decrease the calorie load and give you something that's a little bit better for you. You won't see any artificial additives or preservatives in the ingredients to extend shelf life, and everything we make is fresh. We don't have to include those things because of our model. So how do we do that? How do we do something that everyone is telling you is impossible to do? Well, our convenience and our operational innovation goes hand in hand with the affordability that we offer to our guests. We've developed large-scale central kitchens, and you see some of that in the video behind me. And in those kitchens, we wash, cut, prep all of our products, and then they are distributed to our really small footprint stores. That saves us a tremendous amount on retail square footage and staffing expenses, which are two of the biggest costs in running this business. All of that efficiency gets passed down to our guests every day. When they come see us for breakfast, they can leave with a burrito, a cold brew coffee, and a salad for lunch for less than $11. We do a dual day part every single morning from 6:30 a.m. until 10:30 a.m. where you can get your breakfast and you can pick up a salad at the same time. Our vision with all of this is to expand our impact and really become the worldwide leader in delicious, nutritious, convenient, and affordable meals. We make this accessible to so many people who've been left behind by our modern food systems. And we are on that path. Today, we have about 150 locations in Arizona, where the brand was founded, Nevada, Texas, and Oklahoma. We're growing as we speak. Over the course between 2023 and 2024, we were opening about a store a week, which is a breakneck pace. For any of you who've opened a new location, you know how challenging that can be across the board. But we believe in this accessibility model so deeply that we know it's important to keep opening those stores. We've built it from the ground up. It's something that really hasn't been done before. We've invested hundreds of millions of dollars in this infrastructure so that we can bring Salad & Go to as many people as possible. By the end of 2026, we plan to be in even more states. We're eyeing places like Georgia, Missouri, Tennessee, Arkansas, Kansas, California, all states that have some of the highest obesity rates in this country. Our ambition is to replace the golden arches that you see on every corner. Well, at least maybe we can be across the street from them. I think that would be a win in and of itself. That way we ensure that consumers have the full spectrum of choice. That's really what it's about, is ensuring everyone has access to this. We don't think everyone's just gonna eat salad all the time, every single day for the rest of their lives. But by having that choice, it allows people to make decisions that are in the best interest of themselves and their loved ones. So we think we're kind of revolutionizing the fast food industry. This is a new model for QSR. And the scalability of the whole thing really is dependent on this integrated supply chain and production system. We work directly with local farmers. We source the best produce in season. We bring it into our central kitchens. And that is at the core of how we deliver this freshness. It's about 4 days from farm to fork. And we're able to deliver on that promise to our guests, like I said, without artificial preservatives that can extend shelf life, but typically at the cost of quality. So the central kitchen, these production facilities, I guess you would call them, is at the heart of this differentiated capability. We bring it all in, wash it, cut it, prep it, bag it, and then we send it out to our stores, all within a one-day drive of the facilities. It's a new model, and it's one that we think is really changing things in this space. Right. I've got my words on the back screen, guys. I'm cheating, but it has to catch up with me. There we go. As I mentioned, the central kitchen model, it allows for this extraordinary efficiency at the store level. Each of our stores is only about 750 square feet. That's about half the size of a standard QSR building. And because we are simply assembling fresh, made-to-order salads instead of spending time prepping and chopping and cooking in the stores, our locations can run with as few as 3 team members. We have centralized, specialized, high-paid labor in our central kitchens, and the teams in the stores are taking those fresh ingredients and assembling for the guest there in the moment. So all that efficiency is passed straight down to the guest in a truly unique value proposition: fresh, delicious, filling meals that respect your physical, mental, and financial well-being. Beyond all that social media commentary, can I push this to go backward? There we go. Beyond all the social media commentary, like the TikTok reel that I showed you just a few minutes before, there are these macro trends, data-centric macro trends that are creating the rising demand for better-for-you food. There are some things that just clearly show us that people are not only ready for this concept, they are demanding it. They are requiring it of our industry. You can go ahead. There we go. 93% of consumers want to eat healthy at least some of the time. And 85% of consumers prefer food that's lower in price. I don't think that's a surprise to anyone. Again, we just heard George talking about how they were handling some of that pressure, and we've seen that in the meal deals that are out there. While at the same time, 4 in 10 Americans are obese. And our food systems are not doing us any favors to help meet those needs and that push and pull between the desire to eat healthy but the inaccessibility of it. 54 million Americans don't have access to healthy food, and nearly 37% of Americans regularly are eating fast food. But healthy meals, which again, we've seen clear demand for, typically cost upward of $15. And the food industry lacks a scaled concept that's able to provide healthy, convenient options for an accessible price point. So the demand is there, the dollars are there, but the industry lacks this scaled concept that can really live in that magical middle place where we can provide healthy, convenient options that are at truly accessible price points that the average American household can enjoy. Healthy meals are out of reach financially for so many people, while the more affordable end of the spectrum, and it's becoming less affordable as every day goes by, fills the need for access, but doesn't live up to consumers' need for nutritious food. And like I said, we live in that kind of magical middle space where there is tremendous scale and demand, but not a scaled option that's meeting that need right now. And our mission is to make this food convenient and affordable for all. We don't believe in the pick two, right? You can either have nutritious food that's convenient, or you can have convenient food that's affordable, or nutritious food that's affordable, but we believe you can have all 3 of these things. It is possible. And our menu offers something for everyone: full meals and a variety of our signature salads, or you can build your own. A starting price of $6.79 for a 48-ounce bowl of salad, including a protein. 2.5-minute drive-through speeds, and convenient locations that are deliberately on commuter paths. And we have a commitment to exceptional flavor, driven by our co-founder, Daniel Patino, in his Michelin star background. We are committed to ensuring that this food, even at an accessible price point, is really delicious and craveable and bringing people back for more. If we are to accomplish the mission, we've got to make it taste amazing. So when we say greens for everyone, we mean greens for everyone. This is a profile of 3 very different stores in Phoenix, all of which deliver over 2.2 million AUVs. But each of them has a very different demographic makeup, and the guest bases are wildly different. You've got household incomes from $65,000 to the more affluent households over $130,000. Across the spectrum of age and racial diversity, we really do mean it, and we've proven that this model can work across a tremendous variety of consumers. So as we scale, our goal is to bring more people into the Salad and Go world. You might wonder what bunch of water has to do with that, but this is how I think about spreading the word about Salad and Go. We don't have resources to do these huge ad campaigns, and quite frankly, the longer I'm in marketing, the less I believe those actually work. These days, we really have to lean into the brand love that we get from our fans on a daily basis, and it is real. Again, George talked eloquently about how you can listen to things that are happening on social media, recognize that love, and give people what they need to evangelize on your behalf, whether that is catering someone's wedding or listening to the people who tell you what they would love to have on their salads. In today's world, that recommendation from a trusted source is so much more valuable than any brand message you could ever put out there. So this image, if you think about brand impact as the surface of a pond, and everything that happens, every bit of brand engagement is like throwing a rock into that pond. Some of the things you do are pebbles that get dropped in, right? The pebble might be a friend telling one other person at a backyard barbecue about this cool thing that they discovered. That's going to have limited impact, but still create some of those ripples. Throwing a boulder in might be equivalent to a celebrity endorsement, something huge that just gets millions and millions of people seeing that. But the real magic happens when those ripples start to interact with one another without the brand doing anything at all. When you have enough of those ripples across the surface of your pond, that's when you start to see the exponential impact of brand love and what it can do to really drive your business. So on this journey, in addition to really listening to our fans, to really leaning into that brand love and helping people evangelize on our behalf, we've also really had to find the right partners, agency partners, vendor partners, supplier partners who can go on this journey with us. And that's a tough thing to do at this stage in brand life, where we have aggressive growth goals, but we don't have the kind of budgets that the larger businesses do. But we really do. We have found some incredible partners, and I would certainly encourage you to think that way when you're looking for people to go on your journey with you. Our fundamental belief is that if we can create enough of these ripples, if we can get the message out to enough people about what we do and why it's so different and what we believe in, then we can change the lives of millions of people for the better. That's all I have. Whoops. Thank you so much for your time. That's a QR code to my LinkedIn. Please get in touch. If you have any questions or want to talk about the beauty of salad afterward, I'll be around. I really appreciate the time. Thank you.